I'm Dr. Joey Faucette, coaching you to work faith positive and increase your faith with greater joy at work so you love God and others more. Our scripture passage for today is from Micah 7:7. Here's why it's always too early to give up. Micah 7:7 reads, "But me, I'm not giving up. I'm sticking around to see what God will do. I'm waiting for God to make things right. I'm counting on God to listen to me." You know, some days the rats win. You race as hard as you can. You feel like just giving up. You're not immune just because you're a Christian at work. Michael says it's always too early to give up. Now, why is that? The challenging work experiences that depress and deflate and defeat you, they're just mile markers on the highway to discovering what God's doing. Micah says that instead of giving up, first of all, persevere. Micah says rather than give up at work, persevere until you see what God will do. The real challenge in giving up is that you finalize those current results. Whatever score is up on the board, regardless of what inning it is, becomes the final score. Yet you don't know what the next at-bat brings. Everyone loves the 10th inning walk-off home run. And yet, what if the team who wins in 10 innings gave up in the second inning when they were down 5 runs? We see through a glass darkly, right? You really have no idea what will happen next unless you give up and finalize the current results. So resist the work pressure to quit and persevere until you see what God will do next. Secondly, patiently wait. Micah says rather than give up at work, patiently wait for God to make things right. Tough to do, especially when that injustice stares you in the face daily at work. You know, the interesting reality about being a Christ follower in the workplace is that you're required to drop your stone and walk away from situations where you're tempted to make it right on your own. Justice belongs to God. Justice is ill-timed at best and inaccurate at worst when you take matters in your own hands. God's perfect timing for making things right isn't synced with your clock. You want justice done your way right now. Fix that coworker who cheated you out of a commission right now. Show that boss who's really boss immediately. Shut up that customer who won't be pleased post-haste. Execute justice your way in your time. And yet God is God instead of you. It's a good thing God is God and works on a different timetable when you stop and think about your own sins that need to be made, right? Resist the work pressure to quit trying and patiently wait until God makes things right. Thirdly, promise. Micah says rather than give up at work, count on God's promise to listen to you. The challenging work experiences that depress, deflate, and defeat you can isolate you. Make you think it's you versus them at work. Rather than retreat, move your feet forward. Reach up and reach out to God. So maybe you can't talk to anyone at work about it. You don't want to burden your spouse or friend. Then talk to God. Say what you wish you could say to your coworker, your boss, or that customer. No holds barred, bare knuckles praying. Give it all up to God, the good, the bad, and the ugly. God's heard it all before. God promises to listen until you're through talking. Take God up on the promise to listen to you when work is pressuring you to quit trying. You see, it's always too early to give up at work. Persevere until you see what God will do next. Patiently wait until God makes things right. And claim God's promise to listen to you. Then come back in the game of work and increase your faith with greater joy at work so you love God and others more. Coaching you to work faith positive today, I'm Dr. Joey Faucette.
Catch every episode of Faith Positive TV when you subscribe to the Faith Positive YouTube channel.